Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. And now Hi, I moved to my car to film this and it's literally like 90 degrees in Florida right now. I'm also like sitting on my knees. Oh my god, I'm gonna fight someone. Like for real, I'm gonna fight someone. Let me find an angle that I like and then we'll get started. You don't even understand, like I hate all these angles, but I don't know where to film. Like I'm sweating. If I turn on the AC, it's too loud. This is gonna be the angle, and if it's too dark, I'm sorry, but you know what? I'm trying to push out content. Like, please, like, give me a break. I was talking to my friend the other day, and I was telling her how I'm really just, like, unsure of my future. I am obviously in college. I'm gonna graduate in the near future, and I'm currently going for English literature, and although I love that, and I love writing, and I love reading, I just don't feel like it's for me, and what I truly want to do is content creation. Obviously. Sometimes I just feel like that's like so unattainable in this day and age. Well, honestly, I feel both ways. I feel like it's so easily attainable because people go viral overnight, but then also people spend hours upon hours editing and making content just for no one to see it, and I feel like I fall in that boat, unfortunately. And I was talking to her and we just had a really deep conversation about it, and she told me, she was like, Christina, it honestly doesn't matter, like just put out what you love and find your niche and the right people will find you. So I got motivated and I was like, you know what, she's right. I'm just gonna start putting out content, and if no one watches it, no one watches it, and if 1,000 people watch it, 1,000 people watch it. But I'm just gonna stop caring because I'm such a perfectionist when it comes to my videos, and I put in so much effort and I spend so much time, and then when it gets like only 60 views, I feel so discouraged. That's literally why I upload like once every 2 months. It's because I feel so discouraged. But you know what? I'm here. I'm doing it because I want to and because it makes me happy. I don't see any other career other than like YouTube and content creation for me, and I really want to make that a possibility, a reality. I want to make that a reality. So it's gonna be a reality. Also, I did my nails yesterday. These are my real nails, but they look like acrylics. Okay, I kid you not, I'm like dripping sweat from my literal leg. But anyways, the whole topic of today's video is not about anything I just talked about. I just wanted to put that out there real quick and just talk about it. But today's topic is going to be how to feel happy alone. I am knowledgeable in this topic, and you should trust everything I say because I am a certified loner, but I'm happy about it. I'm not sad that I'm lonely. I used to be really sad that I was lonely. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I used to like be very depressed because I was so lonely, but now like it's to the point where like I crave being alone. I just find myself wanting to be alone and not wanting to be like going out all the time, and I really prioritize myself and my social battery in a way. I find that it dies really quickly now. I could go out and hang out with a friend for one day and then be good for like a good like 3 weeks, even a month. Like my social battery is just like, but I'm not even mad about it. I found peace with it because I learned to love being alone. And I'm going to talk to you guys about that. There's a few things that contribute to learning to love being alone, and questions that you have to ask yourself, and things that you just have to kind of figure out to learn to start loving being alone. I was forced to be alone in a lot of situations. I did not have the best time in school, not the best time with friends. I literally, like, if I told you my friend situation from like kindergarten to now, you'd feel bad for me because like I just never had consistent friends. But I've just had to learn in a lot of situations that like I am going to be alone. I moved to Florida back in 2022, and I had left all my friends. I was starting my senior year, and I kid you not, for a good chunk, like maybe like over half of the year, I was alone at school every single day. I had not a single friend. The friends that I did have had ended up being bad, and I ended up being alone. That was good in the long run, like, trust me. At the time, literally, I kid you not, I would sit alone on the bus because I didn't have a car. I'd get to school and I'd sit in this one specific bathroom stall because I had nowhere to go in the morning. And then for lunch, I would go back to the stall and I would sit alone because I literally had nowhere to go, and I hated it. And I wish at that time I had learned to love being alone, and at that time that was just not the case for me. I hated it, and for good reason. Like, I don't feel angry at myself for hating being alone at that time because you're in a situation where like you should be with friends and with like peers, you're at school. But now I look back and I'm like, dang, like I should have just like sat at a lunch table alone and like read a book or something. But That's a whole different story. I'm just trying to show you my credentials of why like you should trust me on this advice. No more chit chat. Let's get into it. I'd say for me, it got to a point where I was like, you know what, like I'm going to be alone. There's no way of stopping it. Like you're going to be alone in life, so like might as well just learn to like appreciate it and love it. And the first thing I did was I started to ask myself, what did I want? What did I need? What made me happy? And I started to get rid of like the notions of like what society thinks is good. I started to like take everyone else's perspectives and opinions out of the picture because like my family would say I needed to get out more, and my friends back where I used to live in New Jersey would, you know, have their friends, and it made me feel like I was falling behind. And I just had to start asking myself, what did I need? What did I want? What did I crave? And start giving that to myself. If I wanted to go out to like a thrift store or like out to eat, I would always find an excuse not to go because I didn't have someone to go with. And I would sit there and be like, I don't want to go alone. I don't want to be that loner at a place. But honestly, like when I see girls that are shopping alone or eating alone, I love it for them. I think they look so cool. So I just had to get into a mindset of like starting to do things that would make me happy and that I wanted, and not what other people wanted. And you know what I'm saying. And then along with that, I really started to realize that I needed to start doing things for myself. I didn't have to be with someone all the time. Start putting yourself first. I'm the type of person now where I get invited out. Like I have friends now and I get invited out and I literally always say no. And I feel like they hate me now. But I say no because I would rather sit in my room and read a book alone all night than go to like some like bar and like hang out. I prioritize my peace too much. And now I'm a certified loner. The next tip I have is to really realize your current situation and what you're going through, good or bad, and go on from there. When I was going through like being in school and not having anyone with me, I really had to realize like, you know what, this is the situation. There were multiple times where like I tried to make friends in that school and it was just so bad. It was so cliquey. It was just not what I wanted. And I was like, dang, like I hate being in high school. This was just my current situation, and I had to kind of make peace with that and understand that it's just life, man. You know, people go through things, and you know, it's not that bad in the long run. I think if we sit here and we think about our situations from like an outside perspective or like a bigger picture, we can really get to like the root cause of what's making us upset. A big part of it was loneliness. It's not the place and it's not the people. It's the fact that like I was not comfortable being alone in this new situation, and I wasn't comfortable in myself enough to trust in myself and trust that I can do this alone. Okay, for tip number 3, I would say, and a lot of people might not agree with this and that's fine, but this is something that has helped me like just love myself and be more comfortable with myself, is that I found God, essentially. Yeah, guys, I found God. I found spirituality and faith, and I feel like that really helped me. I believe heavily in manifestation, and I'm also Catholic and I do pray. For a while, I felt like I had nothing to trust. I had no one to talk to in a way, and I didn't trust anybody or anything. And finding God again and finding spirituality has really helped me just kind of feel like secure. In a way, I just feel like a wave of calm come over me. Okay, and then the last 2 tips I have: take care of yourself and also be grateful. I really started feeling better about myself once I started taking care of myself more. It could be mentally, physically, emotionally. I have this body. I was given this body. I was blessed with this body. I'm alive. And I think we all forget that sometimes. Like once I started taking care of myself, even if nothing changed physically, I still feel better. And I'm like, wow, like I can do this, you know? When you take care of yourself, you can sit and be comfortable alone and be like, wow, like I feel good. I don't need to substitute my emotions right now for going out and being next to someone. And then the last thing that I was saying is that I've learned to be very grateful. I'm so grateful that I have a body, that I can breathe, that I have money. But I just started being more grateful for everything around me, even though like there's things that I'm very not happy about. I think a lot of it is perspective, and obviously we all go through struggles, but just changing your perspective and realizing that you have it so much better than someone else. We're all in this game of life, and at the end of the day, it is with ourselves. Yeah, that's my last tip. Be grateful. I feel like I apologize in every single video because I feel like I'm messing up all the time and I'm not prepared. So thank you for watching, and I love you. But I will try to get better at this. I say that every video, but it will happen one day.
Okay, I love y'all. Bye.